on. A war against the deception. Yeah, leading the battalion is the mag. And they go learn one thing. They can't stop this truth. Now they're pushing this vaccine on the masses, and you already know they're basically gonna have mandatory vaccination for everybody. Every state, they're gonna bring that shit in. And they basically barely crawl it in right now in a few states. And talking about measles epidemic coming right back after they eliminated from 2000. Okay, that's how they do it, people. The measles is a damn hoax. No measles on the people. They just want you to get that vaccine, and that's the damn problem right there. The vaccine is the killer of all mankind. Of course, it's here to poison you all day of the week. Let's get into this right here, and I'll show you what they're doing with selling you this vaccine right here. Big money business.
Within 24 hours, most babies born in the U.S. get their first vaccination for hepatitis.
In 24 hours, within 24 hours, most kids already get the vaccination for hepatitis B. You better wake your ass up. Why? I told you already, people. They have to put this in the human being body because it shortens your lifespan. That's what it do. And all the water, the food you eat from the establishment basically trigger it off. You get it? No doubt about it. It's not preventing you from nothing. It's the killer of people. Okay? That's what it is.
B. Over the next 2 years, that infant will receive more than 24 vaccinations to protect them.
Wow, 2,000 vaccine, people. Wow, I told you, that's how they do it. And that's how they finish off the people. That's how they kill you right there with the damn vaccine. And we go all the way in it and break it down. A lot of people don't believe this bit of truth.
Against everything from measles, mumps, and rubella to the flu. Vaccines are one of the biggest successes in modern medicine.
You hear that? The biggest success in modern medicine. Because, of course, they're going to sell you that and people are going to believe. You feel like this is medicine right here. It's preventing something. You better wake your ass up. Shorten the lifespan of the human being, of course.
They save up to 3 million people worldwide every year.
All coded. Everything they give you is coded. It's not saving nobody. That's what you need to know. Not saving nobody. It's a part of the new world order they got implemented from back in the days to fool people with scare tactics that they're going to have poliomyelitis, all of these other dumb shit that they push on the masses, hepatitis C. I told you, every disease that you see was created by man, and then they're going to give you a vaccine to prevent it? No way. They're full of shit.
Protect millions more from disability and suffering. But the bar to create new vaccines is now higher than ever. Developing a vaccine...
Why is the bar is higher than ever for them to create new vaccine? Because you got no disease for the masses? I told you, people, the whole world run by the governments. That's how they do it. The secret society, the so-called elites, that's how they do it. They decide what you get in your body. You get it? They want that vaccine in everybody. So that's why they're putting on the pressure. And of course, they're going to use scare tactics in it also to tell you that we got measles outbreaks in a lot of states. It's bullshit.
Is expensive, and it can take a long time. From research and discovery to product development, it can cost up to $1 billion to make one vaccine.
It will cost up to $1 billion to make one vaccine. But you see, all the vaccine they have out there, I told you, is for a dangerous purpose to kill off the masses.
And that process can last up to 15 years. Overall revenue.
You see, all coded people, 3 and you're 15, you get your 3 6s for the mark of the beast. And I told you, this is nothing but poisonous chemical. They mixed up and call it the damn vaccine. You better wake your ass up. You think it's saving people?
Of the pharmaceutical industry worldwide is over $1 trillion, while the vaccine market is only about $37 billion. Which begs the question, who is making money developing vaccines?
Let's see.
How much do they cost to produce? And why are so many parents afraid to have their children vaccinated?
See, that's what they worry about, people. And if you check it, it's not even a quarter of the people. It's not even a quarter of the people that reject the vaccine, and they're still mad about it. You see what I'm saying? Now they're gonna blame it on somebody that don't vaccine their kids to start the measles epidemic again. You got me fucked up. This is fakery. All day of the week is just to pump this shit in your body. And I always told you, you know where the exit, where the entrance wound at, right? You always see that same mark on your body. If it wasn't poison, why is it show a mark? You just stick him with a needle, put something in there so-called gonna cleanse the body, are gonna keep you pure of disease and at the same time it leave a mark on you that never go away, of course it's poison. Wake your ass up. Look at them.
The genesis of modern-day vaccines began in 1796.
1796. You see how far they go back, people? 1796, right here. Watch.
An English doctor took on smallpox.
An English doctor took on smallpox. And you already know that's something that they come up with 100% in.
Dr. Edward Jenner observed that milkmaids who suffered the mild disease of cowpox never
Wow. Watch this right here, people. Watch how they go say they get the vaccine. Pay attention.
When an English doctor took on smallpox. Dr. Edward Jenner observed that milkmaids who suffered the mild disease of cowpox never
Milkers, cow milkers, right there. They milk cows and they suffer from some type of cowpox.
contracted smallpox. Jenner did an experiment. He took material extracted from a cow.
Wow, watch the one eye symbol right there. I told you people, it's just a satanic shit all the way in.
Pox sore on the hand of a milkmaid and inoculated it into the arm of an 8-year-old boy.
Wow, so you take one so-called part of one disease and use it to cure the next. Use the cowpox to cure the smallpox. Get out of here, it's garbage.
Precursor to the smallpox vaccination was born. Despite
where you think this is fake right here, but where you think this smallpox so-called come from? It's them make it with chemical. This is chemical reaction all the way in. No day you should believe that you can have this right here naturally. It just happened to you. You believe that? I know this right here is a fake shit all day of the week. That's just fakery. All
Jenner's discovery, the 20th century saw...
This is a fakery right here. You need to wake up on it. It's nothing but fake. All day of the
smallpox
week.
wiped out an estimated 300 million people worldwide.
Another 300 million. I called it again.
Tens of thousands of children also died in the U.S. each year from diseases like whooping cough, diphtheria, and polio.
Wow.
Since their mass introduction following World War II, vaccines have saved millions of lives. Vaccines have been...
That's what they've been selling the masses. Vaccine been saving millions of lives. Get the fuck out of here. It's fake shit.
The greatest public health success stories the world has seen. And, after clean water, vaccines have saved more lives over the last century than any other intervention.
No, you can't prove that shit. You can't. Because all the fake epidemic that you give the masses, you can't prove it. 100% you can't prove it with your rush right here.
Historically, vaccines were produced at a low price and sold at a low profit margin. They were so...
Produced at a low price and sell at a low profit margin. I told you it's nothing but poison in there, people. Take it or leave it from the mag. This is poison. Don't ever give it to your kids. Just remember that. I know they're going to put a lot of pressure on you. Hey, I told you it's a thin line.
Although that many companies stopped producing them. In the 1960s, more than 24 companies produced vaccines. Those 24...
But watch this right here, people, because I already told you they're all the government owned, okay? It don't matter if they spread out in 12 or it's just 7 of them. You understand? They can never fool me. They're all the same, run by the same people.
Companies dwindled to just a handful after Novartis sold its vaccine business to GlaxoSmithKline in 20...
All of them go sell out to the rest of them. You got it? That's how they do it. At the end of the day, all of them is the same. Just take it from me, all of them.
There are other players in the space, but the
Wow, look at this Pfizer right here. That so-called make the Viagra. You see that? I told you people, nothing but poison for the masses. All devil-run companies right here.
Big drug companies that now dominate the market are Pfizer, Merck, Sanofi Pasteur, and GlaxoSmithKline.
Wow.
Pfizer had vaccine sales
of
just
right here mixing up chemical to poison the masses with your 6-3 right there to represent the 3 6s, the mark of the beast, people. What you think they're doing right here? They're mixing up chemical to poison the masses and tell you it's vaccine.
For $6 billion in 2018. Overall revenue at the company in 2018 was more than $50 billion. Pfizer is best known for making Viagra and Lipitor, but the company's...
And the Lipitor right here, I told you people, they poison the masses. They tell you these are the stuff that you need, and don't worry, we make them right here for you. It's the same government elites. You understand? It's the same people that want you dead, giving you all this shit right here. You understand? The same people that cause you to have erectile malfunction give you this right here. You got what I'm saying to you? You better wake up. They give you the disease and they so-called giving you the cure. Don't take it.
Best-selling product in terms of sales is a vaccine called Prevnar 13, which protects against pneumonia and meningitis.
Wow, fucking fakery. And watch the CDC right here, all coded. They're gonna pass it because what? They're the gatekeeper of the fucking
2014, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommended that adults 65 and older get immunized.
See? 65 and older. Wow, so just in case they didn't finish off, just in case they didn't get it done, they will just finish you off. How the hell you live to see 65? Of course, they're going to finish you off.
That sent profits soaring. Prevnar made $5.8 billion in 2018, making it Pfizer's top-selling product. The second is Merck. In 2018, Merck had vaccine sales of over $7 billion.
See that, people? Watch that right there. All of them get rotten rich of selling the damn vaccine to people. Tell you that you really need it, and now they're going to force it on you mandatory style. Wow.
Merck's top-selling vaccine, Gardasil, fights HPV, the most...
Gardasil, watch it. You got the one eye symbol right there. Wow. With a 6.
Top-selling vaccine, Gardasil, fights HPV, the most common sexually transmitted infection in the U.S. that can sometimes cause cancer.
They make it.
The third vaccine maker is French drug maker Sanofi. Its vaccine division, Sanofi Pasteur's two top-selling vaccines are a polio vaccine for emerging economies and a seasonal flu shot.
And don't worry about it, people. They soon tell you that polio is back and to give you that polio shot again. That's how they do it. Who would have think that they would have bring back the measles and the masses? Scaring them down, telling it's a measles epidemic in certain states. Why did they do that? You better wake up. None of those diseases that they give you ain't really gone. They're going to bring them back.
Total vaccine sales were almost $6 billion in 2018.
There you go, all coded.
And fourth is GlaxoSmithKline.
Here they go.
GlaxoSmithKline sold 770 million doses of vaccines around the world.
This right here, people, all coded.
In 2018, it had vaccine sales of over...
Mixing up the chemical to poison the masses. What you think in these bottles they're pouring? This is a potion, people. They have to mix up a potion. They make it in pill type. They make liquid. They make every fucking poison right there. You understand?
$7 billion. GlaxoSmithKline and Pfizer did not immediately respond to a request for comment on their vaccine divisions. People who get sick take a drug to help them get better.
You see this right here? People that's sick take a drug to make it better. What's the reason you take the vaccine and you're not sick? You're healthy. A healthy baby that just born out the mama, just pop out. You want to stick him with a vaccine. I told you, people, this is a wicked earth we live in.
People who get sick take a drug to help them get better. Healthy people take a vaccine to protect them from getting sick in the first place.
That's a dumb shit. I told you, don't take nothing for something that you ain't got. You understand? Don't take no cure for shit that you ain't have. That's a no-no, people.
A vaccine works by triggering the body's immune system to fight a disease. Molecules from a pathogen are injected into the body. The immune system recognizes the hostile intruder, produces antibodies, and remembers them.
Don't let them tamper with your immune system. Of course, they're wrong. Dead wrong. Of course, they go straight to the core of the human body. The immune system. Of course, that's what they cripple all day of the week.
Future.
There are an enormous amount of risk of investment with vaccines that generally goes beyond that for a drug.
Compared to a drug, vaccines are tough to make.
To start, the vaccine
Shut your ass up. Of course, I told you already. All they do is cook up these fucking chemicals for the masses. All day of the week, they know what it do, people. It kill the masses. It do nothing to cure you. You get it? They cannot cure something that you don't have. Wake your ass.
Manufacturing and research process is an extraordinarily complex process. When you start back in basic research, our scientists are really understanding those underlying mechanisms of protection and really trying to decipher what the best approach is for a vaccine.
Broadly speaking, there are two main types of vaccines. The first is a preventive vaccine, like a flu shot or a measles vaccine.
Okay, here you go. They make
it can prevent a disease
off those, the so-called flu shots. Wow, you better wake your ass up.
You might get in the future. The second is a therapeutic vaccine that is given to people after the infection occurs. It stimulates your immune system to fight back.
See?
The vaccine...
All they do is tamper with your immune system, as you could see. Purple gloves on this one right here. Operating the devil work.
Process starts in the lab, where researchers gather data and test for safety. Clinical development is a three-phase process where trials are conducted in the lab, on animals, and later with large groups of people.
Yes. and in labs and animals, and then later on in a group of people. Get out of
The
here.
cost of overall development means a typical vaccine is generally over $1 billion or euros to develop.
Live vaccines are difficult to manufacture and closely regulated by the FDA for quality control.
It's bullshit.
Safeguards are put in place
They're
to
making the poison right there for the masses. Just remember that I tell you that.
protect children and adults during testing. Following clinical trials, the vaccine moves to the manufacturing stage.
The lead time to build or establish a manufacturing facility that can make a vaccine product is usually at least 3 years and could be as long as 5 years.
In the early 1990s, Merck started their HPV research program. The vaccine they developed, Gardasil, was approved in 2006, but it wasn't until 2018 that the FDA approved Gardasil 9 for men and women between
Gardasil 9 for man and woman. Wow, I told you people, these are some wicked people. As you can see right there, your 9927 is 9, 45 is 9, and there go your 9 again. Flip them all. 666. Bam.
27 and 45 years of age.
The original HPV program was a quadrivalent vaccine where we actually studied
Watch this one right here. Always doing the Illuminati sign with the damn hand.
the 4 most common strains of HPV. Over time, we've evolved that work into a 9-valent program.
Since 2006, more than 300 million doses of Gardasil and
All coded people. Everything they give you 3, 9, coded all day.
Gardasil 9 have been distributed worldwide. With nearly 14 million people in the U.S., including teens, infected with HPV every year, that's good news for
over 14 million infected with HPD every year. Get out of here. It's bullshit. 100%. And I told you, just a scare tactics for you to get this right here. Have to get the damn potion to poison the masses. And I told you, after they feed you, what they do is they give you this vaccine right here. It basically kill your damn immune system, and then they kill you with the food and all that water and everything else with the poison. It make it easier for you to pick up cancer and break your body down. Of course, that's what they do. They have to get this in the body from your young. Of course, no
These
doubt
kids.
about it. Take effect.
Vaccines like the flu shot often deal in high volume and low margins. But there are a few big factors that have actually been driving the price of vaccines higher in recent years.
See? Of course, they're gonna drive it higher and higher. Then they force everybody to get it.
Selling a vaccine like Shingrix for the shingles or Gardasil is where a company can hit much higher margins.
So guess what they tell you? Once you have the chicken pox, then the shingles come in. Wow. So they tell you that plain and straight. So once you get the chicken pox, they go sell you this right here. Wow.
Gardasil 9 costs between $400 and $500 for a
There you go, people. There you go again. And this is 9, 9 again. 4 and 5 and 9. And there go the next 9 right there. And I tell you, look how wicked there is, people, right here.
dose vaccination series. And Gardasil 9 reached over $3 billion in sales in 2018.
Watch this again. And 9, 315 is 36. Wow, 2000.
With the patent not expiring until 2028 in the US, it could reach billions more, according to analysts. The price of vaccines is also on the rise because of upgrades to older vaccines. In 2000,
Upgrade of older vaccine. So later on, they tell you that the vaccine that they give you wear off, and now you have to go get a next one. Wow.
2001, the MMR vaccine made by Merck sold for $28 a dose. The 2019 version of the same vaccine sold for $75 a dose.
See
A
that?
separate MMR
See
vaccine
that, people? That's how they do it. No doubt
that
about
also
it.
includes chickenpox sells for over $200. And like most vaccines, the MMR requires multiple doses that can significantly increase the cost.
Wow.
Patents actually don't play nearly as big a
All you people, everything that they push in your body, like medicine and so-called vaccine, you see that? They get millions and billions of dollars off killing the people right there.
role as you might
Two
think
birds
when it
with
comes to
one
vaccination pricing. With drugs, patent protection is everything. When a product like Viagra or Lipitor loses patent protection in the US, sales
They don't lose no damn patent. It's them same one. It's the damn government. What's wrong with you, man? Stop lying to the people. We already know what it is. It's all them. All government shit they put on. All day of the
decline
week.
as much as 70 or
Get out
80%
of
the
here.
following.
And after a while, they need to spread it to everybody. They make a Viagra. Of course, yes. Pfizer the one who bring it out. They let Pfizer bring it out. And all of a sudden, of course, they have to storm the market with it after the people get used to it. What you think? That's how they do it.
Quarter. Vaccines are very different. vaccines can have as many as 15 to 20 components that present complex technical challenges and require multiple patents. They also require large-scale manufacturing facilities with the ability to produce vaccines in large volume.
These are very tough to make. There's a lot of different know-how that goes into this, a lot of technology that goes into it. You almost never see a generic version.
Vaccine go in your body and stay in there all this time to so-called prevent you from getting a disease. Of course, that's the poison in your body. Of course, it got something to do with your DNA. When they hit you with that vaccine, that shit stick on your blood. Of course, it not leave in your body. It stays in your body, and then after a while, it activate with the food, the water, and all the other poison that they sell the masses. That's why you see people getting cancer earlier and earlier in their life. Of course, 30-year-old, you're damn near dead already with complication. Okay? All day of the week, you got high blood pressure, all of this shit, sugar. Of course, that's what they pump that shit in your body for. They call it vaccine. Break down your body early. Damn.
Just for the generic companies to put forth the effort, the time, the resources to develop a generic version is just not profitable.
In the US, there are no generic or biosimilar vaccines currently available. There are other manufacturers, largely based in India and China, who do produce other typical childhood vaccines like polio, measles, although often their production volumes are directed to their own countries rather than the US.
Essentially, when a big pharma
I tell you, man, once I got the power in my hand to give this to my kid or not, they're not getting it. That's what you need to know. There's no way you can do this after you wake up and have the knowledge. There's no way you're going to give your kid that shit. I don't give a damn. And stop talking about autism. This is the poison, the killer of the human being. Yes, break down your body real early. And it never come out your body. I told you already. You see the entrance wound every time you look on your hand. It's still there.
loses its patent or a combination of patents, that doesn't mean the market is suddenly flooded with generic competitors. All four companies saw double-digit gains in
All satanic companies right here, people. You don't even have to ask.
vaccine sales in the first quarter of 2019. And with Merck, vaccine sales saw almost double the percentage growth of their pharmaceutical sales in 2018.
See that? Vaccine.
Every year, 85% of the world's children receive vaccines to protect them
Baby just born. I don't get it, people.
against tuberculosis, polio, and measles. Despite this, more than 3 million people die from vaccine-preventable deaths.
Another 3 again, another coding, and I told you people, they're lying. They fix up these disease, and then they so-called giving you the cure. It's called order chaos.
Here. Even in the U.S., about 100,000 young children have not received vaccinations for any of the 14 diseases that were recommended.
14 disease, so that's 14 vaccine you gotta give your kids. Wow.
The U.S. government provides free vaccinations, but some families may lack access to health clinics or don't understand their importance. People with compromised immune systems could get sick if they receive a vaccination.
You see, but what you gotta understand, that's what the vaccine is there to do. Destroy your immune system. That's how it is.
And a few are intentionally not vaccinating their children. In fact, parents in 17 states can opt out of vaccinating their kids for personal or philosophical reasons.
Okay, but they're coming for those 17 states right now. They're coming for them all the way in. They're gonna make it mandatory to get vaccinated. They don't give a fuck. They're coming. They let you breathe right now, but they're putting on the heat, saying that these measles is back and all kind of shit. They even bring back a fucking case of polio a couple of years ago. Get out of here.
Over the past decade, the number of Americans who consider vaccines for things like polio and measles to be vital to public health has fallen by 10%. Reported cases of measles is up more than
That shit need to fall to 10% all the way. You understand?
30% worldwide since 2016.
Yes.
And as of May 2019, there are over 700 cases of measles from 23 states.
You see that, people? Watch this right here. I told you already. They're lying about the measles cases. They lie. They 100% lie. And that's a reason for you to go get the damn vaccine. Give it to your kids because we have a measles outbreak. It calls care tactics.
Largest number of cases reported in the U.S. since measles was eliminated in 2000.
So why did it come back if it's eliminated? How did it get back in? Eliminated means it's gone. How did it contract? How somebody got it again if it's eliminated? Where did it come from? Get out of here.
In April, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio ordered mandatory vaccinations after more
There you go right here, people. There you go. And watch what they're going to say right here.
than 250 people, mostly members of an ultra-Orthodox Jewish community,
Wow, Orthodox Jewish community. I guess the Jewish community decided that they wouldn't go take it. Get out of here. It's just a psyop. They run with anything you hear them call Jew. Psyop. Bam.
the disease. Some people in the community chose not to vaccinate their children after they were targeted by anti-vaccination groups.
See, they tell you they was targeted by anti-vaccinate group. You believe that, people? You believe that they was targeted? A group of people that say, a group of people that don't like vaccines, say, let me target this place right here in New York. Get out of here. It's crap.
We are declaring a public health emergency effective immediately.
You see, this is how they do it. And of course, this is called scare tactics. And I tell you, it's hard to control people without scare tactics. You have to scare them. They have to feel like they're scared and they need to rely on who? The damn government. You understand? That's how they do it. Of course, when they tell you, oh, this shit is going on, all these vaccines need to get up. You need to get these vaccines because measles coming and you have measles. Who have control of that? You? No. So you look forward to what these bigger heads got to say. The government. You understand? And then they're going to make their chaos and then make their order out of it. You understand? That's how
mandate
they do it.
vaccines for people living in the affected area.
Dr. Joseph Kaplowitz, a doctor in Borough Park, Brooklyn, said vaccination rates in the ultra-Orthodox community dropped after anti-vaccination pamphlets were distributed in the community.
He had a head-to-toe rash, had very high fever. It was actually a 3-month-old, and
It was 3-month-old, right on the money.
had a sibling that did contract the measles as well.
Bullshit.
Those pamphlets say that vaccines are made from ingredients that include human cells from aborted fetuses, rabbit brain, and monkey kidney.
Well, so this is what they're basically telling you why they didn't take it. So I told you, people, everything I tell you, you need to listen to me. I never miss. They only put this right here in place to fool the dumb people. You get it? So you believe that this is why people don't want to take the vaccine? Human cell, all of this dumb shit, monkey brain, monkey kidney, rabbit brain? No, it's a poison to dismantle your damn body, break you down early. Of course that's what it is. Why you think a little kid, 17, 15 years old, have cancer? That's the same vaccine. Don't worry about no autism. That shit is a killer of the human being. Bam.
Even more alarming, health officials have condemned measles parties where parents are gathering unvaccinated children with
Yes,
kids.
They have measles parties and then hang around with all these kids that not vaccinated. It's bullshit, and this is a clown show they have for the masses with your all sixes swirl. They're faking the people.
Suffering from the measles in order to infect them.
So they don't understand that a kid with the measles could have a complication of pneumonia. They don't understand that there's something called encephalitis with measles that could cause brain damage.
Scare
We are
tactics.
seeing these diseases that we have eradicated now are starting to make a
All
comeback.
scare
Limiting-
tactics they got for the masses. And don't worry about this place right here. Of course, what do you think it is? It's a satanic place all day of the week with your pyramid right there on the side. That's how they do it. Of course.
Eradicated now are starting to make a comeback.
Limiting an outbreak from a vaccine-preventable disease requires herd immunity. Basically, if enough people are vaccinated, the bugs can't catch hold and spread through the community, protecting
that?
those who are
That's
unable.
what they're selling the masses. That's a good reason to go get the vaccine, right? Get out of here, people. Don't fuck with it. Stay away from the vaccine. That's a government killer. And of course, they're serving it up worldwide to the people like sauce.
to get vaccinated. Merck is the sole supplier of the measles vaccine in the U.S. The company said that they increased production of the vaccine in the U.S. to meet an uptick in demand.
You see? Uptick in demand, so they increase the supply. You go your pyramid right there. You see that? It's just devil run the whole thing. You get it? Stay away from what they bring to you.
U.S. sales of MMR and chickenpox vaccines rose around 10% to $343 million in the first quarter of 2019. Much of the increase came from sales to private clinics, which pay more than the government for vaccines.
You see?
One time-consuming and costly
They pay more than the government for vaccine. Wow, the government is the one who bring you the vaccine. They're not paying for shit.
element is tracking the infected person and every person they came into contact with. A measles outbreak in Washington state in January 2019 prompted the governor to declare a state of emergency.
See? State of emergency. What do you think that is? That's called scare tactics. 100% in.
Of 74 cases reported, 60 people who
74
contracted the
from 11.
disease were not vaccinated. State and local health departments spent more than $1.6 million to quarantine and treat the sick.
Wow.
And
Number
it's not
7.
just public health departments that rack up multi-million-dollar bills. In 2017, an unvaccinated 6-year-old boy in Oregon
Watch this right here. Unvaccinated 6-year-old right there on the money
who
again.
cut his head and got tetanus spent 2 months in the hospital and racked up more than $800,000 in medical bills. Globally, some countries are making big gains. Vaccination rates in Australia climbed after the government instituted a policy depriving families of a child benefit payment if their children were not vaccinated.
See that,
Cervical
people?
cancer.
You see that? They have a whole bunch of shit to force people into it. You understand? They never miss. They have to force you into this vaccine because it is the killer of man.
After the government instituted a policy depriving families of a child benefit payment if their children were not vaccinated. Cervical cancer there could be eliminated in the next 2 decades thanks to vaccination efforts targeting the HPV infection.
It's bullshit.
In poor
Watch
countries,
this right here, people. In poor countries, yes, the kid hungry. Look at the mom. Don't have no damn clothes. Titties out right there on the man hand. Yes, but you worry about this right here. Have them killing you dumb fuck. What you think? They never bring you food, but they bring you vaccine. They never give you a blanket to wrap up in. The kid is naked. They never bring him no clothes. They bring him vaccine. What you think? Oh, they're good people, right? There you go. UNICEF. There you go right there. What you think? Is the devil fucking peoples right here in plain sight. Wake your ass
with
up.
severely underfunded health budgets,
Yes, watch
external
it. By
donors,
any means, they're giving it to the kids. By any means, because they must kill them. You better wake your ass
and
up.
governments often provide critical funding for
Baby
vaccine.
can't even move, can't walk yet. Just learn how to cry, and you're feeding him the vaccine already. This is not right, people. This is fucked up.
Programs. The Bill and Melinda Gates
Kidding me?
Foundation.
And watch this, the sodomite they call Bill Gates. Wow, I'm done. You see what I tell you, people? Why you think they use these fucking puppets? Why you think they make them heroes on you? Once you see Bill Gates come with the vaccine, yes, of course, you're gonna take it, you're gonna give it to your kids. Because, oh, it's Bill Gates. Wow. Dumb check on this fucking bitter truth with this Bill Gates right here. Are you kidding me? You let this one touch your kid? You let him near your kid? Give them the vaccine? Dumb on.
Donated more than $10 billion to health
He
organizations.
donate shit. You dumb fox. He donates nothing. He's a satanic puppet here to finally kill off the fucking people. That's what his job is. You understand that? That's why Bill Gates is right here in front of the people. He donates nothing to the people. The killing must go on. The satanic work of poisoning the little youths, it must go on. You get it? So they have a Bill Gates like this one run around saying he's giving the kids vaccine. Are you kidding me? Dumb on.
With the aim to increase access to immunization.
Get out of here.
Bill Gates says the gamble is paying off
He's
on a couple different
sodomite.
levels.
Bill Gates
When
is-
you take these vaccines, get them to be very inexpensive by making big volume commitments, have that right relationship with the private sector, get the delivery system so they're really getting.
So all of a sudden, this guy right here, so-called, I told you what he is, a devil puppet they use up front for the Microsoft. Just wake your ass up. That's all it is, people. 100%. If you challenge that, you're just dumb. The Bill Gates right here got nothing to do with nothing but doctor, science. How the fuck did he know about this? Why is he pushing this? He know what it is? Okay.
Coverage out there. We feel there's been over a 20-to-1 return. So if you just look at the
21, number
economic
3.
benefits,
Now read
that's
your
pretty.
fucking script about economical benefit. It's only benefit y'all economy. Okay? That's all
Strong
it
number
is.
compared to anything else.
The numbers that you ran through were if you had put that money into an S&P 500 and reinvested the dividends, you'd come up with something like $17 billion. But you
This
think
is how they do it right here. Sell him as a hero. He could have used that money that he so-called spent on the vaccination, which is $10 million, he say. He could have invested that and make double damn
it's
near.
$200 billion
Here, yeah.
But
and reinvested the dividends, you'd come up with something like $17 billion. But you think it's $200 billion.
Here, yeah.
But critics argue that the pharmaceutical industry has neglected disease in poor countries and has invested too little in research and development in those areas. There are about
Nobody understand why, man. They never get it. You see them all have this shit, AIDS walk. Just wake your dumb ass up. They're the one who give you the AIDS and every disease known to man.
37 million
Bam.
people living with HIV in 2019, and nearly 1 million people die for the disease every year. 2/3 of people
Yes, but do you have a vaccine for the so-called AIDS? No, you don't. You say you have treatments and treatments and treatments. You never say you have cure. Okay?
living with HIV reside in sub-Saharan Africa.
A lot of big pharma has dropped out of HIV vaccine research. It's not a surprise that the companies will produce vaccines for which they have
All they want to do is touch the heart of the mind of the masses. That's all they want to do. These are all fucking fakers they show you. And I told you they care not about the human being. What makes you think they go all over the world to feed your vaccine? Why? It's to kill off man. I'm gone.